Greetings, I'm Rob Chapman from Chapman Guitars, and today I thought I'd review the Rob Chapman signature ML-3 from Chapman Guitars. It's kind of a weird situation because this is my guitar company and this is my signature guitar, but somebody had to do it and it may as well be me. So I thought I'd give you an overview of the tones, specifically tell you why I chose the component parts of this guitar and a bit of the backstory behind why I wanted this particular model to come into existence. Because I mean, I could have chosen anything at all. I have carte blanche in my own guitar company to design and bring to market whatever I think is cool. And so it's a bit of an interesting question when someone says to you, what do you want to make as your own guitar? It's a huge deal. Any artists out there who've been through a similar thing will know exactly what I'm talking about. When someone says design a guitar from scratch, it's a huge deal, and you sit down and sort of spend a few sleepless nights wondering whether you're going to get it right. There are a couple of guitars in my life that really stood out as being inspirational, great workhorses, just rugged rock machines, things that really resonated with the way I wanted to play music. And I'm quite a simplistic musician. I'm a big user of the volume knob. I'm not a big stepping on pedals kind of guy. I like everything to come from the amp, a couple of very simple pedals, and then basically the guitar. That's the way I work. And so I really liked T-type guitars. T-type means Telecaster. And I spent a lot of my early career using an F-type, T-type guitar because I really liked the simplicity and the way it sounded, that sort of spanky twang, the single coil sound. It cut through the mix and it put the guitar in a place where guitars, well, I felt where a guitar should be sonically in a band. Because if you take up too much low end, you're interfering with the bass. Take up too much of the mid frequencies, you're in the way of the vocals. And I think guitar really cuts nicely with sort of crisp single coils, spanky sounds. But sometimes you want to bring in that thickness as well. And that's why I really liked, let's say, P-type guitars, had a bit more of a honky mid-range. And this really is a marriage of two of the guitars in my collection that I no longer have, sadly, that really meant a lot to me. An F-type and a P-type joined together at the hip, if you will. It's pretty obvious if you look at the shape where the main inspiration comes from. The difference mainly is that this is a carved top, not a slab top. Very much carved, beautifully, if I may say so myself. And if you look at the back, the carving doesn't just end on the front. It's just a stunning piece of craftsmanship all over from Korea, Gangnam, Korea. In terms of tone woods, I really like the use of mahogany for a neck wood. I think it just gives it a great sound. A lot of people will argue that woods don't make a difference on an electric guitar. They're wrong, because a guitar is a system. It's physics, it's a system. Every single piece contributes to the end sound. Your cable contributes a very tiny amount, but every single part of this guitar contributes to the sound. And for me, I like the sound of a mahogany neck. So this is a set through, so it's a set neck, but it's carved as if it's a neck through type join. Hope you can see that properly. I really like ebony and rosewood fretboards, but I particularly liked rosewood for this kind of a design. I just think it has a richer kind of sound. Very jumbo frets on the ML-3 Rob Chapman signature. 24 frets, which is unusual on a T-type guitar. The traditional, it's kind of a blend of traditional modern, so it's got the three-way selector, it's got a coil tap. So you can get some great in-between type clean sounds, as well as some absolutely brutal, heavier rock sounds. Now, you're probably looking at the pickups and thinking he's gone for two single coils, but I haven't. These are actually single coil sized humbuckers from Seymour Duncan. If you want to know the exact specification, you can go here and you can read up on all the specification from the Andertons website, .co.uk, where you can reserve the ML-3 Rob Chapman signature model right now. Now this is one of the only models that was not collaboratively designed, because it's my own signature model, so that would seem a little bit wrong. I did it all myself. It took me a long time, and the interesting thing was that this is the first prototype, and it was pretty much perfect. The one thing I changed was that this neck is a little bit thin for me. I mean, it's very thin. And although I'm fond of a sort of, you know, a regular thin neck. This was a bit too thin, so I've chubbed it up just a little bit to a regular ML-1 type profile. And it's a hardtail because I do a lot of detuning and a lot of open tunings, especially for the slide playing stuff in my own solo project, tunes like In the Sunshine. So I wanted a hardtail, I wanted the simplicity there, I wanted it to have great clean tones but really heavy rock tones. So check this out, let me give you some of the clean tones. This is it, regular, not coil tapped to begin with, and this is the bridge humbucker. This now is the bridge humbucker. Here's the middle position. Here is the neck position. If I coil tap it, you get some great sound. So here's, again, back at the bridge, this is coil tap. Middle position, this is my favourite clean tone of all, coil tap middle position. Ignore the motorbikes in the background. Here's the neck position. So a plethora, a whole gamut of clean tones available to you. And when you put it into filth mode, take the coil tap off, it's an absolute animal. Some tones, by the way, all I'm using is no R100, little bit of reverb and delay from TC Electronic, no overdrive pedals, the gain is just the amplifier and these pickups, very hot. So this is the neck pickup. Here's the bridge pickup. Here's the middle position. Coil tap it, you get more of the sort of F-type tones and a little bit thinner. You get a little bit of noise, but you get the thinner, spankier type top end. So you get lots and lots of different kinds of tones from a very simple setup I'm really, really proud of this guitar. It's a killer price because we manufacture them in Korea and we don't have a distributor. They're all sold from Andertons.co.uk. If you want to reserve one, you can do it right now. These are over in July. Can't give you an exact date because it depends on shipping and the reasons, but basically July, they come over in limited numbers. We are making these continually, but not in great numbers. So if you want one, grab one now, and it'll be an honour for me to see you playing a Rob Chapman signature ML-3. Thank you very much. Chapter's out.